I think that wow, Sarah's doing so much damage because Shine has no Hydrus for once. Shine has nothing that can attack air and no Scourge. Losing the Reavers there for Jangbi, that's not so great, but he's still rather commandingly in control of the situation. He's taking out lots of supply here for a while. There's the Scourge, taking out 2 Corsairs. The rest of them are running away, and now Jangbi is looking to go ahead of Shine in bases. How confident he is in the situation, and I can't argue with that logic at this point. That top base is so defensible for him in this position. He's got his entire army right by it because he's pushing Shine, and it's so defensible anyway because of this small choke, which we can see here. 3 Zealots exploiting. That might not be enough because the cannons may not warp in time to save them. On the other hand, Jangbi might just roll Storm from the low ground. So nice. One of the nice features Protoss and Zerg can easily exploit about this. Protoss and Zerg. Protoss and Terrans with siege tanks can easily exploit about this map. Zerg are sort of left out of that party. They don't have a unit that can easily reach up that area. On the other hand, they can just park Guardians over the natural, so I guess they get that in their favor. And we're seeing lots of Zerglings and lots of Lurkers from Shine. I wonder if he's planning to try to transition into Ultras, if he's saving his gas up a little bit. I don't know, that's really advisable. He seems to be getting himself into a bad game situation. Dropping the main, yes, about 4 Overlords worth of Lurkers and Lings. Somehow that slipped through the Corsairs. So that's gonna, wow, 2 Corsairs go down, 3 go down, and this is he's gonna lose some gateways here probably. He luckily has Templar and okay, there's Reavers and Zealots, and I think he's gonna lose 1 gateway, but that's about it. Now we can see how easy this base is to hold. 4 Zealots sitting there in the choke, blocking the Zerglings from getting the cannons as Imba damage just gets dealt to them. On the other hand, that might be enough Zerglings to... It's going to kill all the cannons, but Jangbi's army's had time to respond. He's flying right into here, and I think, despite the fact that he's losing units from being so haphazardly engaging, he'll be able to not lose that Nexus. If he casts a Storm, yes. Or if he kills off that last Zergling, which he's so far not done, but I imagine he will momentarily. So obviously Shine is in a terrible position. I keep repeating that, but it keeps being true. You don't want to deal with a Protoss with more bases than you have as a Zerg. And that's what Shine has to deal with right now. So he's trying drops and being scared away that DT is running around. He wants to go deny. Well, he's going to deny that Defiler because he can. I imagine he wants to go down to that base at the 6 o'clock and keep it from being taken, but it doesn't look like that's what actually he's going to do now. And I don't think Shine knows what he wants to do. This is the, if you have a negative opinion of Shine, this is sort of the quintessential game you expect out of him. What? Hive Tech? And then a lot of indecision and a lot of not anything happening, and then eventually losing from Shine. I don't see how he can come back from this position. Jangbi is pretty much just massing up a Doom army. He's got Archons and cannons at every base. It's Templar storming things. Even if Shine tries these sorts of cute drops, he's dropping Reavers, saving his bases. And yeah, I don't think there's anything Shine can do to get back in this. This is pretty much a exercise in futility for him. He's trying to produce Ultralisk, but off 3 gas when the Protoss has 4 and 5 bases. That's not that scary. Jangbi can produce as many Archons as he needs to deal with the Ultralisk. Wow, he's being serious. They're blocking off the top base with a forge. So pretty much have to drop that now to break into it. This DG really hates defilers. Really hates them. And despite all those cannons and all that blocking off that top base, he still doesn't have a cannon in position to stop the lurker drop. So nice job by Shine seeing that and taking a lot of probes, or at least scaring them away. But it's still just a cute little tactic, and it's not going to change the outcome here. And Jangbi is just playing. He's playing like Flash. Let's put it that way. He doesn't need to attack. He's sitting back, mining his bases, playing defensively, keeping Templar and Archons at each of his bases, and there's nothing Shine can do about it. If he tries to form a big army, Jangbi can form a big army too and just utterly destroy him with his more powerful forces. And if he tries little attacks like that, Jangbi's right there. He's ready to deal with it. So finally, this lurker is being cleaned up by these two Reavers. And yeah, big fat Archons blocking the choke to the 6 o'clock. Those bases, I really like that. That's one of the things I really like about this map. A lot of the 4-player maps still have a third, with a nerd choke that's easy to take. Zerg can put lurkers behind it and carry it easily, or Predos can put 2 zealots on the ramp and block it, and it's easy to hold. And the nice thing about this map is that easy to hold expansion is, as we're seeing in this game, both players are taking it as their 5th. You can sometimes take it as your 3rd, but it's really far rush distance on the ground, so you gotta have, you're basically committing to an air army if you do that, or hoping. So I generally like 2-player maps over 4-player maps because they can create more interesting situations like that. When you have 3 or 4-player maps, you have to deal with base symmetry, and then limits what you can do. And I think this map is really a lot more interesting than the other maps this Pro League. And yeah, we're just seeing Shine get mauled here. He's trying to do something, but he burrows his lurker all in a clump. Jangbi doesn't even care if he's storming his own zealots. He's just going right on in here, and there's nothing Shine can do. This game's been long, but it was over a long time ago. And this is not an army you want to fight against. It's Dragoons and Templar and Reavers and Zealots coming up to reinforce, and there's GG. So, good game. Let's try set 2. That's going to be Stork versus Pure and Outsider, so that should be an exciting game. I'll see you there.